What you have just heard and seen is nothing short of a global health emergency. What is surprising is that many governments and our leaders stand by and see the diabetes fuse explode and we do nothing. If you look at what governments have done, the development agencies, nothing has been done to address this global epidemic, a global health emergency. And I think the time has come for us to take a concerted action to make sure that we all move in tandem to stop this diabetes epidemic. If we don't do it, I'm not sure that we'll not have another economic crisis. What IDF has done is to consult and build alliances and partnerships around the world, especially with our friends of the World Heart Federation and the International Union of a fight against cancer, to ensure that we produce a document, and I'm sure you have it there, time to act. Because we believe that the time to act to stop this epidemic is now. What do we want to do? We want to ensure that there is availability of essential medicines to people with diabetes. We will also want, in all cases, that we should have immediately and essentially and substantially increase the health financing within the global diabetes community, especially in low and middle income countries. If we have to improve our healthcare systems, it means that these low and medium income countries need health financing. And of course, we can, if we stop the epidemic, as David said, we need to build programs on prevention. And this should be integrated into the national health systems. And also with a good government, global government approach. Because there's no need to say we prevent diabetes when we don't bring in town planners, when we don't bring in healthy cities, when we don't bring in food choices that people can use to prevent diabetes. And we are also asking for a special UN envoy they are appointed by the UN Secretary General for non-communicable diseases. I think the time has come for us not only to have a United Nations resolution, but also, and most importantly, to have a UN General Assembly special session on NCDs. I think it's when we concert and when you of the media blow out what we are telling you today, then we're going to be successful. I'll tell you one thing. 2 years ago, we produced the Diabetes Atlas. My friends from Argentina, especially the government of Argentina, said, no, diabetes cannot be 6.4% in a country. Some of you who were here this morning heard me say that. Then they decided to undertake a national surveillance, and they found out that the real prevalence was 8%. So maybe what we are presenting here is an underestimate. And we believe that it is an underestimate. Because those who are at risk of developing diabetes, those who have the risk factors for diabetes, are more than 2 times or 3 times double the numbers we're showing you. So something has to be done, and something has to be done now. With your permission, we would show you a 2-minute illustration of the CD that ROM that we have given you, and then after which we'll take question and answers, first from those of you who are present from the floor, and then next from those who are listening by the telephone. Can we have the CD ROM, please? It will take about 2 minutes. You can talk.
Talk over? Okay. So this is on the CD-ROM that's inside the Atlas. It's also the website, the new IDF website, Diabetes Atlas website, that will be going live, I think, in about half an hour. So it contains the entire content of the book, as well as the content of the book. It contains the data tables that we use for producing the tables and figures. It includes, and here we are, it's download. It includes copies of the figures in the Atlas so people can use them in their own presentation.